Hi guys, Ayad here from tabletopminis.com and welcome to another Warhammer 40k battle report. And this time we've got Space Wolves against
Tyranids.
So let's show you the armies. This is a Space Wolves army. It's 1250 points and it's a combined arms detachment and it's led by Ulrich the Slayer. We've got 2 units of 5 Blood Claws with no upgrades. We've got 2 units of 5 Long Fangs and they're all carrying heavy bolters. We've got 1 unit of Wolfguard Terminators with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. And they're in a Land Raider Crusader with a multi-melta. And finally we've got a Stormfang gunship, and that's got the multi-melta upgrade and the last cannon upgrade. And that's 1250 points.
Okay guys, here's my 1250 Tyranid list. It's 1 whole combined arms detachment. It's led by my Hive Tyrant over here. Here's my Warlord. He's upgraded with wings, 2 Twin Link Devourers, and has regen. Then we have the 3 warriors here. 1 has a Barbed Strangler. Then we have 2 Carnifexes. This one here has regen. They both have 2 Twin Link Devourers. Then we have a group of 8 Gene Stealers over here. 3 of them have Thizine Talons. Then we have 2 Harpies here and here, and they are unupgraded. And then finally we have a Hive Crone upgraded with Stinger Salvo. And that is my 1250 list.
So the Tyranids have been rolling their Warlord trait and Psychic Powers. So what did you get?
For my Warlord trait, I rolled and I got Heightened Senses. So I'm going to keep that, I'm not going to re-roll it. For my Psychic Powers, I got the Horror and Warp Blast. And I've got my Primaris Power.
Okay, so quite good Psychic Powers then. Okay, so the scenario we're playing is Deadlock, and that's going to be a Dawn of War deployment. We've set up the battlefield and marked out the deployment zones. So we've got Objective 1 over here by the pillar. We've got Objective 2 in the Imperial Bastion. We've got Objective 3 in some ruins. We've got Objective 4 in the Manufactorum. We've got Objective 5 in a crater and 6 in a crater. So we're going to roll to see who gets to pick which side. And I'm going to roll 2.
2. Okay, so roll again. Okay, so
which side?
I will choose that side over there.
With the Manufactorum.
Yeah.
So into deployment. So after deployment, we've got the Tyranids deployed here. We've got the 2 Carnifexes here. We've got the Hive Crone, the Warriors, the Tyrant, the 2 Harpies, and the Gene Stealer Brood. Alright, so we've got the Space Wolves deployment here, and we've got the 5 Long Fangs down here with the Warlord Ulrich. And he gives off a bubble of preferred enemy for units within 6 inches. So we've got the 2nd unit Long Fangs here. And they've got quite a good firing arc. We've got the Land Raider here with the Terminators in, and that's going to make a beeline for Objective 5. They're going to be followed by 5 Blood Claws. And then we've got the 2nd unit of 5 Blood Claws here sitting on Objective 2. And lastly we've got the gunship in reserve. And that's the Space Wolves deployment.
Okay, so now we're going to roll for Night Fighting. 4+. And it is not Night Fighting, so here we go.
And the Space Wolves are going to try and seize the initiative here. And that's a 5. So straight into Tyranid, turn 1.
Okay, so now I'm getting my tactical objectives. We're playing Deadlock, so we're going to start on 6. First one is Secure Objective 2. Second one is Secure Objective 2. Third one's behind enemy lines. Fourth one is Recon. 3 objectives. Okay, I'll do that. And fifth one is Secure Objective 3. And the final one is Assassinate. Okay, so rolling for Mysterious Objective on Objective 4. It's going to be 3. That is Skyfire.
Skyfire Nexus.
Okay, turn 1 movement for Tyranids. I'm going to move my Gene Stealers up 6 inches up here. Okay, so this Harpy over here, he's going to move just up here. Okay, now I'm going to move this Harpy over here. Okay, now my Hive Tyrant, he's gonna be swooping over here. All my flyers are swooping, by the way. Okay, my warriors are going to stay where they are. My Carnifex over here, he's going to just move 6 inches up here. And his friend over here is going to do the same. He's going to move just there, like that. Okay, now finally for my Hive Crone, he's just going to go swooping over here. Like that. Okay, and that is the end of my turn 1 movement. Okay, now into Psychic phase. I'm going to roll the warp charges here now. We have 2, so I have 4 and Space Wolves have 2. Okay, I'm going to cast Warp Blast on his Land Raider. It's going to be a lance, and I'm going to throw all my dice at it. It's 4 dice. Need 2 4+s for it to go up, because warp charge 2. And I get it.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw 2 dice to try and dispel it. Needing 6s? No, so it goes
Okay,
off.
so it goes through. Okay, so 2+ to glance, 3+ to pen. See what happens. It's a 2, so it's just gonna be a glance.
So Land Raider's down to 3 health points.
Okay, that's the end of the Psychic phase, and now into the Shooting phase. My Carnifex here, he's going to run 1 inch. And for my second Carnifex here, he's going to run as well 3 inches. So just here. Okay, so my Crone here, he's going to shoot at the Land Raider with both his Tentaclids. That's 4+ to hit, rerollable, because they've got Seeking. Okay, so I'm going to reroll this one. And they both hit. So now we're going to roll on the Haywire chart. Okay, so first one. That is a glance. And the second one is a... That does nothing. So the Land Raider...
Raider's down to 2 health points.
Yeah.
Okay, my Bard Strangler over here on my warrior, he's going to shoot these
5 Blood Claws over here. It's a large blast. It's going to cover all of them. I'm going to roll for the scatter. Okay, so it scatters 4 inches in that direction. Okay, so it's scattered 4 inches this way. It hits the Land Raider, but it can't do anything. Strength 4. So okay, next my Hive Tyrant's going to shoot his 2 Twin-Linked Devourers at this Longfang. That's 12 shots. Hitting on 3s, rerollable. Okay, so that is going to be 9 hits, 2+ to wound. Plus, they all wound, so that's 9 saves for you.
9 saves, and
3+.
that's 3+.
Okay, so
We've got 3 wounds.
3 dead. 3 closest. Okay, now my Harpy over here, he's going to shoot his Stranglethorn Cannon at these long fangs. Just here. Captures these 2. I'm going to roll scatter. Okay, I think I won't reroll that because it just moves 1 inch in that direction, and it actually gets him as well, so I'm going to keep that. So
It's to wound this Blood Claw here.
2+. And he's wounded. So make a save.
Armor save.
3+.
He saved.
He makes it. Now the 2 wounds for these 2 guys. 3+. Okay, so one of them wins.
And he saved.
Okay, so this Harpy over here, he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna shoot his Stranglethorn Cannon over this guy. Gonna roll scatter. It's a direct hit. So it's just them 2. That's gonna be a 2+ to wound. They both wound.
Okay, and so 2 saves. 1
So
fails, so
1
take
dice.
that guy. Okay, actually we take the center of the blast out, so that's him dead.
Okay, now I'm gonna run my Gene Stealers. See how far they run. 5. I'm actually gonna keep that. So they're gonna run.
And that is the end of my shooting phase.
Okay, so end of the Tyranid shooting phase. We've got a leadership check here for this unit of Longfangs, and their leadership 9, and that's passed.
Okay, that's the end of my turn because I had no assault to be made, and I've got Assassinate, just that, so that's 1 victory point. Now to Space Wolves turn 1.
Okay, so start of Space Wolves turn 1. Let's draw our 6 objectives. We've got Secure Objective 3. We've got Ascendancy. We've got Secure Objective 4. No Prisoners. Secure Objective 6. And Secure Objective 5. Okay, Mysterious Objectives roll for Objective 2, and that is a 6. So it's a Grav Wave Generator on Objective 2. So Land Raider is going to pivot and move 6 inches forward. These Blood Claws are just going to move 6 inches forward. That's it for Space Wolf's movement. Okay, so there's no psychic phase, but we're going to go straight into the shooting phase, and these Longfangs are going to shoot at the Gene Stealers over here. So that's 4 heavy bolters, and that's hitting on 3s. So we've got preferred enemy, so we can reroll 1s. So that is 11 hits. Strength 5 against toughness 4 is a 3+. We can reroll 1s because of preferred enemy. So that is 10 wounds.
So you're dead. Awesome. That's first blood to you.
Okay, Ulrich's in a unit that has split fire, so that actually conveys the ability to split fire onto this harpy here with his plasma pistol. So he's hitting on 6s. And he hits. Okay, so he's hit the harpy, and that's going to be strength 7 against toughness 5, so he's wounding on a 2+, and he gets a reroll for a monster hunter, and that's a wound on the harpy. The harpy's down to 4 wounds. Okay, the second unit of Longfangs, which has been reduced to 1 heavy bolter, is going to try and shoot the Hive Tyrant, and that's going to need 6s. So we've got 1 hit. Okay, so we need a 5+ to wound. No wound. So Blood Claws are going to try and run. So they run 4 inches. The Land Raider is going to move flat out. So it's the end of Space Wolf's shooting phase, so we need a grounding test for the Harpy.
3+, which he fails, so he is grounded, and he takes a strength 9 hit, 2+. Okay, so he is down to 3 wounds.
Okay, so end of Space Wolf's turn 1, we've managed to get first blood and no prisoners. So that leaves us on 2-1.
Okay, start of turn 2 for Tyranids. I've got 5 objectives here, so I don't need to draw any more. And onto the movement. Okay, I'm gonna move my Carnifexes up here 6 inches. That one, and I'm gonna move this one 6 inches behind them. Like that. Okay, my Harpy, my Crone over here, he's gonna pivot and move 12 inches over here. Like that. Okay, now I'm gonna swoop my Crone here. He's going to move. Going to move just up here, like that. Okay, and because my Harpy flew over this group of 5 Blood Claws, he's going to drop a Spore Mine just over them, and it's going to roll Scatter. Okay, okay, so that's going to scatter. Okay, so it passed just touching the Land Raider, so it goes off. It's strength 4, so it's not going to do anything. Okay, my Harpy over here, he's going to move. Well, he has to move a minimum of 12, so he's just going to move over here.
That's over the Longfangs, right?
Passing the Longfangs, right? So he's going to drop a Spore Mine Fist on them. Let's get
large blast.
He's also going to drop his wounds dice as well.
Yeah, I'll pick that up. Don't worry. So that covers 3 of them.
Okay, you want to roll a scatter dice?
Scatter dice now. Okay, so it's a direct hit. Strength 4, so it's 4 plus to wound. Okay, so that's 2 wounds, so you have 2 saves. 3 plus.
Okay, 3 plus.
One of them dies, so it will be this guy here. Okay, psychic phase now. Gonna roll charges. We get 2 charges, so I have 4 and Space Wolves have 2. Okay, I'm gonna use Warp Blast from a Hive Tyrant onto the Land Raider. It's gonna be a lance. I'm gonna need 2 4 plus, and it goes off 3 of them. So
I'm going to try and deny that, so I need 6s. So that's 1 6 that still goes off.
Still goes off. Okay, so it's going to be a 3 plus to hit with Warp Blast, which he makes. It's going to be 2's a glance, a 3 plus is a pen. So it's a glance.
So that is down to 1 hull point left.
Okay, my Hive Crone over there is going to shoot its 2 tentacles at this Land Raider over here. It's 4 plus to hit, rerollable because it's got Seeking. 2 and a 2, I'm going to reroll both of them. And they both hit. Now to roll on the Haywire table. A 2 and a 4, so that Land Raider is gone.
Wrecked.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Terminators have disembarked from the wrecked Land Raider.
Okay, now these 2 Carnifexes are going to run. So the first one, he runs 5. So that's going to put him just about over here. And now the second one, 5 again, so it's just going to put him right behind. Okay, now my Barbed Strangler over here is going to shoot at these 5 Blood Claws. So that's going to be a large blast just over all of them. Going to roll a scatter. It's going to be a direct hit. So that... Okay, now 4 plus to wound. That one's cocked. Okay, so that is 1 save.
3 plus.
And he makes it.
Okay, so my Hive Tyrant here, he's going to shoot his 2 Twin-Link Devours at this group of Lungfangs. That's 12 shots, 3s to hit, rerollable. Okay. Okay, so they all hit. Now 2 plus to wound. Okay, so that is 10 saves.
So the armor saves.
Okay, so
And we failed 4 of them. Now, because Ulrich's a chaplain, he's got healing bams, and that gives him a 6 plus feel no pain. So that's 4 dead. Okay, so because Ulrich is the closest to the Hive Tyrant, he's actually going to have to take all 4 of them wounds. So I'm going to try and look outside them. And so that is 2 failures and
he takes
2
2
successes. So we've got 2 Longfangs dead, and Ulrich takes 2 wounds. So he's down to 1 wound.
Okay, I'm gonna fire my Stranglethorn Cannon onto Ulrich here. And roll a scatter. It's a direct hit. Strength 6, toughness 4.
It's 2 plus.
2 plus. Which he makes.
Okay, so what's the AP?
85, I think.
Okay, so the 3 plus armor save for Ulrich. And that fails.
And
He's got a 6 plus
Feel no pain.
feel no pain. No! So Ulrich's dead.
Slay the Warlord for the Tyranids. Okay, now this Harpy here, he's going to shoot his Stranglethorn Cannon at these guys. It's a large blast. Okay, so I'm rolling the scatter dice. Okay, I can re-roll that because it's twin linked. And it's a direct hit. Okay, so that's 2 plus to wound now. Okay, so that is 4 wounds, so Space Wolves has 4 3+ saves. And that is one of them dead. That's going to be this guy.
So end of Tyranid shooting, and we've got a pinning test for these blood claws, and that's failed, so they're actually pinned. And we've got a leadership check for the Longfangs, and that's passed.
Okay, so assault phase, I've got no charges or anything to make, so that's going to be the end of my turn. I did get behind enemy lines, and since I have 3 units behind his line, I roll a d3 for that. That's going to be 2. So that's going to be 2, and I got Slay the Warlord as well. So that is me on 4 points.
So it's 4-1 into Space Wolves turn 2. Okay, so start of Space Wolves turn 2. We've got our 5 objectives here, so no more cards for us. But we need to roll for reserves, and to see if the gunship comes on, we need a 3+, and that's failed. Okay, so start of the movement phase. We're going to try and move these Longfangs out of here. So we need to roll a d6, see how far they move, and they move 4 inches. And the Terminators are going to move up to objective 5. And lastly, the Longfang's going to try and move out kind of towards objective 3. So he moves 1 inch. So he's actually still in the cover. And the mysterious objective for number 5, and that is a 3.
Skyfire.
That is a Skyfire Nexus. Okay, so there's no psychic, so we're into the shooting phase, and the Longfangs are going to try and run towards objective 1, and they make 4 inches. So that's just enough to secure it. This Longfang's going to try and run. He runs 3 inches. The Terminators are going to run. So that's 6 inches. So we've got these blood claws here, and they're going to try and take a pot shot at this harpy here. So we're going to need 6s, and we get 1 hit. That's strength 4 against toughness 5, so we're needing 5 to wound. No wound. And lastly, the blood claws are going to try and shoot the Hive Tyrant, and that's going to be snapshots, needing 6s, and no hits. End of Space Wolves turn 2, we've managed to get secure objective 5. And Ascendancy, so that's D3 victory points if we control 3 objective markers. So that is 1. So that leaves us at 4-4 going into Tyranid turn 3.
Okay, start of turn 3 for the Tyranids. I have 4 objective markers already, so I will not be picking any new ones up. And straight into the movement. Okay, my crone here is just going to pivot and swoop over here. Just there. Like that. Okay, now I'm going to pivot and move my harpy over here, like that. Okay, now my Hive Tyrant, he's going to be swooping over here, like that. Okay, and that is the end of my turn 3 movement phase. To watch out for these Terminators over here. Okay, now for the Psychic phase, I'm going to throw the Warp Charge dice. And that is a 6. Okay, I'm going to do Warp Blast from my Hive Tyrant onto these Blood Claws over here. It goes over 3 of them. Now let's see if it gets off. 2 4+ I need. And it goes off. Are you going to dispel that?
Yeah, I'm going to throw 3 dice to try and dispel it, so I need 1 6.
And it is dispelled. Okay, next my Hive Tyrant is going to cast the Horror on this squad of Longfangs here. I'm going to throw 4 dice at it. I need 1 4+. Okay, so that is 2.
And 3 dice to try and nullify it, and that's nullified.
And it's nullified. Oh wait, no it's not. He only got 1 6, so it still goes off.
Still goes off, yeah. so that's going to be a leadership check with -2, so that's leadership 7.
Yep.
That's failed.
And that's
so
failed,
these
so
are pinned.
they are pinned. And onto the shooting phase, my warrior here with the barbed strangler is going to shoot it on these terminators here. It gets 4 of them. Okay, so I'm going to roll scatter dice now to see where that goes. And it goes way off. That's going to go way off in the distance over there. So, okay, now this Carnifex here is going to shoot at them terminators over there. 12 shots, rerollable, 4+ to hit. Okay, so reroll them. Okay, so that is 8 hits. Now 2+ to wound. And they all wound, so that's 2+ saves for the Terminators.
Okay, so 2+ save. So we
And
got 2 dead.
2 dead. Okay, now this Carnifex here, he's going to do the same thing. Shoot its Twin-Link Devourers at these Terminators here. It's 4+ to hit, rerollable. Okay, gonna reroll these. Okay, so that is 11 hits. Now 2+ to wound. And that is 8 wounds.
So it's 2+.
And
It's another 2 dead.
2 dead. Okay, now my Hive Crone is gonna use his dual cannon on these Blood Claws and that Long Fang over there. So that hits 3 Blood Claws and 1 Long Fang. So strength 6, 2+ to wound. And they all wound. So that's 3+ saves for the Space Wolves.
Okay, so this is for the Heavy Bolter. He's saved.
Yeah.
And for the 3 Blood Claws. No.
Okay. Now my Hive Tyrant over there is going to shoot his Twin-Link Devourers at these Blood Claws over here. That's 12 shots, 3+ rerollable to hit. And that one's cocked. Okay, so this and this. Okay, so that is 9 hits. And 2+ to wound. Okay, so that is 6 wounds.
3+ save.
3+.
So 4 dead.
4
That's
dead.
the whole unit.
That is the whole unit. Okay, and now I'm going to shoot with my Gliding Harpy here, his Stranglethorn Cannon, at these Blood Claws. Large blast covers all of them. Yep. It will scatter. It's a direct hit. Okay, so that is a strength 6, so it's going to be 2+ to wound now. So that is 3 wounds.
3+ armor.
And 2 dead. Okay, now this Harpy over here is going to fire a Stranglethorn Cannon at this guy. And roll and scatter, and it's rerollable, so I'm going to reroll that because it's Twin Link, and that is 4 inches in that direction. It's going to be off. Okay, so that is the end of the shooting phase into assault phase, and there are no close combats, no charges to be made, so that is going to be the end of my turn. And I did not score any points.
Okay, start of Space Wolves turn 3. Scores are tied at 4-4. And I get to draw another objective card. And that's going to be Scour the Skies. Score 1 victory point at the end of your turn if at least 1 enemy flyer or flying monstrous creature was removed. Rolling for a reserve to see if the gunship comes on. And it does come on. Okay, so the gunships came on and it's going to head straight for the Hive Tyrant. So Terminator is going to move up towards objective 3. And this Long Fang is going to try and move up to objective 3 as well. Okay, so that's the end of the movement phase and there's no psychic, so into the shooting phase. Okay, so the gunship's going to shoot its multi-meltas at the Hive Tyrant, and they're twin linked, so hitting on 3s, that's 2 hits, and to wounding on 2s, that's 2 wounds, so he's down to 2 wounds. And then we've got the twin link glass cannon hitting on a 3, that hits, wounding on a 2, it's another wound, and finally the Hellfrost Destructor is going to be firing a focused shot at the Hive Tyrant, and that hits on a 3 and it misses. So this long fang over here with the heavy bolter is going to try and get some snapshots off with the Hive Tyrant, needing 6s, and that's no hits. These 3 blood claws are going to try and snap shoot at the crone, and they need 6s to hit, no hits. This long fang here is going to try and shoot at the Hive Tyrant, snapshots, needing 6s, no hits. This Terminator is going to try and run to objective 3, and he runs 2 inches. Okay, so we need a grounding test for the Hive Tyrant.
3+. Oh, which he makes.
Makes it.
Lucky
And
Tyrant.
that is the end of Space Wolf's turn, and we have not managed to secure any of our cards this turn. So the scores are still tied at 4-all.
Okay, start off Tyranid, turn 4. I have 4 cards, so I have to discard 1. I think I will discard Recon. So I've got 2 objective 2s and secure objective 3. On to movement. Okay, now I'm going to move this Carnifex over here, move through cover, d6. And it's a 5, so it's more than enough. Put them right here. Right here. Like that. Okay, now I'm going to pivot my Harpy over here and move him up to here. He's kind of just on there, so I'm just going to put him down here so he doesn't fall over. But he's on top of that hill just there. Okay, now this crone here, he's going to go into glide mode, and he's just going to move up to here, like that. Okay, now this Harpy here, he's going to be swooping, pivot him 90 degrees, and swoop him over here, like that. Okay, my Hive Tyrant, he's going to be gliding. I'm just going to turn him around and just move him up here. He can move maximum of 12, so I'm just going to move him just here, like that. Okay, turn it psychic phase now. I'll roll warp charges. It's a 5, so I have 7 charges and Space Wolf have 5. Okay, my Tyrant is going to try and manifest a warp blast onto these blood claws up here. I'm going to throw 4 dice at it. I need 2 4+, and it is manifested.
3 dice to deny.
And it is denied. Okay, now my Hive Tyrant is going to try and manifest the horror onto these long fangs. I'm going to throw 3 dice at it. You need 1 4+. Oh, they all go off.
I can't deny that.
You can't deny it. So
through.
okay, now rolling for the pinning test for horror on the long fangs.
And it's passed.
And it's passed. And that is going to be the end of my psychic phase. Okay, my Carnifex here is going to shoot its 12 shots at the Terminator over here. It's 4+ to hit, rerollable. Is reroll. Okay, so that's 10 hits. 2+ to wound. And that is 8 wounds.
So that's 2+ armor saves.
Yep. And he is dead. Okay, my Hive Tyrant over here is going to shoot this one remaining long fang. 12 dice, 3+, rerollable. Reroll. And they all hit. 2+ to wound. And that is 9 wounds, so 9 saves for the Space Wolves. 3+.
3+.
And he is dead. Okay, my Hive Crone here is gonna use his Drool Cannon on these 3 Blood Claws. Gonna hit wound on a 2+. Okay, so that is 2 wounds, so the Space Wolves have 2 saves, 3+ saves. And yeah, they pass it. Well, okay. Yeah, they pass it. Yeah, one of them are dead. Okay, now my harpy over here is going to shoot its Stranglethorn cannon over these long fangs. It's gonna hit all of them. Gonna roll a scatter dice now. And I will keep that. So it's just gonna go off 1 inch there. It still hits both. It still hits both of them. So it's gonna be a 2+ to wound. And 2 wounds, so that's 3+ saved for the Space Wolves. And they make it. Okay, now this Harpy is going to do the same thing. It's going to shoot its Stranglethorn cannon at this guy over here. It's going to cover both of them. It's going to roll a scatter. And it's a direct hit, so that's 2+ to wound. And they both wound, so that's 3+ saves, and one of them is dead. Okay. Okay, now this warrior with his Barbed Strangler is going to shoot its large blast over this guy here. It's going to scatter. But minus the ballistic skill, 3. It's going to scatter 2 inches. 2 inches this way. Yeah, it's still going to hit him. So that is strength 4, toughness 4, 4+ to wound, and it does not wound. Okay, it's the end of my shooting, and this Longfang here needs to take a leadership check.
That's passed.
And it has passed. And for the Blood Claws up here,
That's failed.
and they fail, so they
fall back 2d6 inches. That's 9 inches.
Oh, that could be off the board.
Seven down,
Yeah.
2 back.
Ah, okay.
3 and 7, so he's still in that
Down there. Okay. Okay, so assault phase, I have no assaults to charge or close combat, so that is going to be the end of my turn. I did not get any points.
So start of Space Wolf turn 4, and we're going to have to discard one of these cards, and I think we're going to discard Secure Objective 6. So that leaves us with Secure Objective 3, 4 and Scour the Skies. Okay, start of the movement phase, and the gunship's going to go into hover mode, and it's going to move up here. Then this Longfang is going to move 6 inches over here. No psychic phase, so into the shooting phase, and the gunship's going to shoot its twin-linked multi-meltas at the Hive Tyrant. So hitting on 3s, that's 2 hits. Wounding on 2s, that's 2 wounds.
So the Tyrant is dead.
So that's Slay the Warlord and Scour the Skies. And the Longfang is going to try and run, and it runs 2 inches. And that is the end of Space Wolf turn 4. So we've managed to get Kill the Warlord and Scour the Skies.
Okay, start of turn 5 for the Tyranids, and I have to discard a card, and I will discard Secure Objective 2. I'm going to put my Harpy here into Glide, and he's just going to move up here to capture Objective 3. Okay, so my warrior over here with his Barbed Strangler is going to shoot his large blast at these guys here. It covers both of them. Gonna roll a scatter dice now. it's going to be... Okay, so minus the ballistic skill, it's going to be 4 inches this way. Yeah, it's going to be out. It's not going to hit anything. Okay, my hive crone, he is just going to move 12 inches over here. Like that. Okay, so my hive crone is going to use its drill cannon on these marines here. That's going to be 2+ to wound. And they both wound, so that's 2 3+ saves. And 1 dies. Okay. Okay, now this harpy here is going to shoot its strangle throwing cannon at this guy over here. Gonna roll scatter. I will reroll that. It's twin linked. And that's 4 inches. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be out. Yeah, that's gonna be out. That didn't hit. Okay, this harpy over here is gonna shoot its large blast at this space marine. Let's roll to scatter. And it's a direct hit, so that is strength 6, 2+ to wound. And it wounds, so that's 1 3+ save. And he makes it, so he is still alive.
Okay, leadership check for the blood claws, leadership 8. And it's passed.
He is passed. Okay, my hive crone over here is going to try and charge this this blood claw. He needs a 6. And he makes it.
And the overwatch shot misses.
Misses. So he is going into contact with him. Okay, so the hive crone is charging the space wolf there, so that's 1+1 to the attack. That's 4 attacks, initiative 5. He's attacking first. That's going to be 4+ because he's weapon skill 3, and that is 2 hits. He's strength 5 against toughness 4, 3+ to wound, and 1 wound. So that's 1 3+ save for space wolves, and he makes it.
So the blood claw is going to attack back, and it's at weapon skill 3 against weapon skill 3, so we're needing 4s to hit. That's 1 hit, and he's strength 4 against toughness
5.
So that's a 5+. No. That's a drawn combat.
Okay. Okay, that is the end of my turn 5, and I have got secure objective 3.
Okay, so start off Space Wolf turn 5. We've got 2 cards here, so we won't be drawing anymore. Okay, this Longfang Sergeant's going to move up here towards objective 3. Okay, so the gunship's going to move forward 6 inches, and it's going to rotate to face the harpy. So that was the end of movement phase, and there's no psychic, so we're into the shooting phase. And the Longfang Sergeant, he's going to shoot his bolt pistol at the gliding harpy. So he's hitting on 3s, he hits, and he's wounding on a 5. That's not a wound. Next, the gunship's going to shoot its 2 twin-linked multi-meltas at the harpy. So it's hitting on 3s, and it's twin-linked. That's 2 hits, wounding on 2s. So that is 1 wound.
4+ save. And that's 1 wound on the harpy. He's down at 4 wounds.
So next we've got the las cannon, twin linked, hitting on 3s. It's hit, wounding on 2s. That's another wound.
4+ cover save. And that's another wound. 3 wounds.
And finally we've got the Hellfrost Destructor. That's hitting on 3s, and that misses. Okay, so that's the end of Space Wolf shooting, and we're into the assault phase over here.
Okay, so here the harpy is initiative 5, so he will attack first. 4+ to hit. Okay, 2 hits, and that's gonna be 3+ to wound. That's 1 wound, so 1 save for the Space Wolf.
That's
and
saved.
He makes it.
So we've got 1 attack to go back, and he's hitting on 4. So he's hit, and he's wounding on a 5. That's no wound, so that's a drawn combat again. And that's the end of the assault phase and the end of Space Wolf turn 5.
Okay, we're gonna roll now to see if it's the end of the game. 3+. And that's it. That's the end of the game.
That's the game over. So let's do a totaling up of the points. I believe it's drawn at 6-6.
Yeah.
So surprising as it might be, it looks like it's been a tie. So let's get into the post-match. So guys, welcome to the post-match, and after that pretty surprising game, I mean it was very surprising to me that I finished 6-all.
Yeah.
Considering
Space Wolves got pretty wrecked in that game.
Yeah,
Like, don't know how they managed to pull that back to a draw, because they should have lost. Like, really.
I mean, at the end of that game, all I had left was the gunship and one.
But
long-time
saying that,
sergeant.
I've got a lot of flyers, so you know, to get them to actually get any objectives, they need to go into gliding mode, and that's pretty dangerous, especially if you've got Terminators roaming around.
And about the Terminators, I actually thought they were very ineffective in this game. I mean, it didn't help when the Land Raider went down in turn 2 and they had to foot slog across the board, but for a combined price of 250 points for the Land Raider and 250 points for the Terminators, I really don't feel like I got 500 points worth of value out of them.
I think the next thing that should be on your shopping list is Thunderwolf Cavalry.
Yeah,
I think that's what Space Wolves really need.
I definitely think that the Space Wolf list needs some adjustment.
Yeah.
So thanks very much for watching.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Check us out at tabletopminis.com.
And like and subscribe.
And until next time,
See you guys.